seconds, hours, centuries. Time is always moving. Today, we'll explore words that describe time, from instantaneous to eternal. With clear definitions, examples, and images, let's understand the language of time. Second is noun. A unit of time equal to 1/60th of a minute. An indefinite short period of time. I'll be there in a second. Just let me finish this email. She finished the race in second place. The microwave will beep when the food is heated for 1 minute and 30 seconds. The car accelerated from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just 7 seconds. Wait a second, I'll be right back. Moment as noun. A brief period of time, an instant or a point in time. She felt a moment of panic when she realized she had left her phone at home. The musician savored the moment as the audience erupted into applause at the end of her performance. He knew this was a moment that would change his life forever, so he took a deep breath and stepped forward. In a rare moment of vulnerability, he opened up to his friends about his struggles with anxiety and depression. The photographer captured the perfect moment as the sun set behind the mountains, casting a warm glow over the landscape. Second as adjective. Another, alternative, different from the first. Coming after the first in order or sequence, not first. He won the silver medal, which is second place in the competition. She bought a second dress for the party in case the first one didn't fit. This is my second attempt at baking a cake. Hopefully, it turns out better than the first. I need a second opinion before making a decision. The second chapter of the book is more exciting than the first. Minute as noun. A unit of angular measurement equal to 1/60th of a degree. A written or recorded record of the proceedings of a meeting, often including a list of decisions made and actions taken. We waited for him for several minutes before giving up. The missile launch was aborted at the last minute. He asked for a minute of silence to honor the fallen soldier. The company agreed to pay her $50 per minute of her time. The meeting's minutes were recorded and distributed to all attendees. Hour as noun. A unit of time equal to 60 minutes or a 24th part of a day. The time of day is indicated by a clock or watch, a particular time during the day or night. It takes approximately 2 hours to drive from the city to the countryside. She spent an hour studying for her exam in the library, poring over textbooks and lecture notes. He arrived at the airport several hours before his flight, allowing plenty of time for check-in and security procedures. The meeting lasted for 2 hours, during which the team discussed various strategies for the upcoming project. He spent several hours studying for his exams at the library. Sequence as noun. A continuous or connected series of related things or events, often arranged in a particular order. A specific order or arrangement of events, actions, or items following one another in succession. The correct sequence of steps must be followed to assemble the furniture. The genetic sequence of an organism determines its characteristics and traits. The novel follows the sequence of a young woman's journey from poverty to success. The sequence of events leading up to the accident was carefully reconstructed by investigators. The dancers performed a mesmerizing sequence of movements choreographed to music. Period as noun. A length of time during which a particular process or activity occurs or continues. A recurring interval of time, typically one that is defined and regular. The closing period for submissions is in 2 weeks. The Paleolithic period is characterized by the use of stone tools. She always comes to work on time, without any delays or periods of absence. I'm on my period and I feel uncomfortable. The Jurassic period is one of the most fascinating times in history. Epoch is noun. A period of time marked by significant events, developments, or characteristics, a distinct era or age in history. In geology, a division of time that is a subdivision of a period and is characterized by the prevalence of certain geological or environmental conditions. The Renaissance is considered a pivotal epoch in the history of art, culture, and human thought. The invention of the internet ushered in a new epoch in the way information is accessed and shared. The Jurassic epoch was characterized by the dominance of dinosaurs and the emergence of flowering plants. The discovery of agriculture marked the beginning of a new epoch in human history, known as the Neolithic era. The Industrial Revolution marked the transition from the agrarian epoch to the industrial epoch. Chronology as noun, a historical record or account of events arranged in the order of their occurrence. The arrangement of events or dates in the order of their occurrence. The historian meticulously researched the chronology of events leading up to the revolution. The textbook provides a detailed chronology of ancient civilizations, from their rise to their fall. The detective used the victim's diary to piece together the chronology of events leading to the crime. In order to understand the context of the novel, it's important to understand the chronology of the author's life. The museum exhibit presents a visual timeline that illustrates the chronology of artistic movements. Interval as noun, a period of time between two events, actions, or states, a gap or break in continuity. A space or distance between 2 points or objects, a specific segment or portion within a larger whole. The interval between train departures is typically 10 minutes during rush hour. The runner completed the race with impressive speed, crossing the finish line in record time intervals. The conductor signaled the musicians to take a brief interval before beginning the next movement of the symphony. There was a short interval between the end of the first act and the beginning of the second act of the play. The film's director inserted dramatic pauses at intervals to build tension and suspense. Day is noun, a period of 24 hours, reckoned from one midnight to the next. The time between sunrise and sunset, daylight. The longest day of the year is the summer solstice. I have a busy day ahead of me tomorrow. She enjoys taking long walks during the day. He works during the day and studies at night. They spent the whole day at the beach. Century is noun, a division of time into 100 consecutive years, often numbered from a significant starting point, a period of 100 years. The Roman Empire lasted for several centuries before its eventual decline. The 21st century is characterized by rapid technological innovation and globalization. Many ancient civilizations flourished and declined over the course of several centuries. The 20th century witnessed rapid advancements in technology and globalization. The Industrial Revolution brought significant changes to society in the 18th and 19th centuries. Decade is noun, a group or set of 10, a period of 10 years. They've been friends for over a decade. The company set ambitious goals for the next decade. The 1990s were a decade of rapid technological advancement. She celebrated her 30th birthday, marking 3 decades of life. The fashion of the past decade has seen a resurgence in popularity. Duration as noun, the length of time during which something continues or exists, the period of time that something lasts, the time interval between the beginning and end of an event, process, or action. She stayed in Paris for the duration of her vacation. We need to consider the long-term duration of the project before making decisions. The duration of the movie was 2 hours. The duration of the meeting exceeded our expectations. The duration of the concert was shorter than expected due to technical issues. Minute as verb. To make a brief note or memo, often used as a reminder. To take note of or write down the details or proceedings of a meeting, often as a form of record keeping. She was asked to minute the proceedings of the court. The court reporter minuted the witness's testimony. The assistant was responsible for minuting the CEO's speeches. The secretary will minute the board meeting. He tried to minute every detail of the meeting. Temporal as noun. Of or relating to earthly life as opposed to eternal or spiritual existence. Relating to time or the passage of time. The temporal sequence of events in the novel creates suspense and intrigue. The temporal dimension of the problem requires a long-term solution. The temporal nature of existence is a central theme in many philosophical debates. The historians studied the temporal patterns of societal change over centuries. Temporal lobe epilepsy affects the region of the brain responsible for processing sensory input and emotions. Millennium as noun. A period of great joy, happiness, or prosperity. A golden age. A period of 1,000 years. The event marked the beginning of a new millennium. The ancient temple has stood for over a millennium, a testament to human ingenuity. The discovery of the printing press was a milestone in human history, marking the transition from one millennium to another. The prophecy foretold that a great leader would arise in the third millennium to bring peace to the world. Many cultures celebrate the arrival of a new millennium with festivals and ceremonies. Temporal is adjective, pertaining to earthly affairs rather than spiritual matters, relating to time or the sequence of time. Historical events are often studied in their temporal context. The temporal lobe of the brain is associated with memory and sensory processing. The artist captured the temporal beauty of the changing seasons in her paintings. He was interested in exploring the temporal aspects of cultural change. The temporal dimension of the universe is a topic of interest for physicists. Week is noun, a period of 7 days, typically starting on Sunday and ending on Saturday, that forms a unit of time within the calendar. A period of time consisting of 5 weekdays, Monday through Friday, often used in reference to work or school schedules. She goes to the gym 3 times a week to stay fit and healthy. They plan to go on vacation for a week to relax and recharge. He works long hours during the week, but enjoys spending weekends with his family. The project deadline is next week, so we need to work efficiently to meet it. The event is scheduled for the first week of July, so mark your calendars. Age is noun, a distinct period in history or a person's life marked by particular characteristics or events. The length of time during which a person, animal, or thing has lived or existed. The Stone Age marked a significant period in human history characterized by the use of stone tools. The bronze sculpture showed signs of age, with patches of green patina forming on its surface. The age of the universe is estimated to be approximately 13.8 billion years. With age comes wisdom and experience. She was concerned about the signs of aging showing on her face. Month as noun, a period of time corresponding to one of the 12 divisions of the year, usually measured in days, weeks, or lunar cycles. The period of time from one particular date in one month to the same date in the next month. The average month consists of about 30 days, although some months have 31 days and February has 28 or 29 days. The lunar calendar is based on the phases of the moon and typically comprises 12 months. January is the first month of the year, followed by February, March, and so on. The month of December is associated with winter holidays and celebrations in many parts of the world. Many cultures have their own names for the months of the year, often based on natural phenomena or historical events. Period as verb. To bring to a conclusion or end. To stop or conclude a process or activity. She asked her students to period the poem according to its stanzas. The study period the demographic changes in the region over the past decade. The team period their training schedule to prepare for the competition. He periodizes his history book into several epochs. The book's narrative is periodized into 3 parts. Era as noun. A period of time marked by distinct characteristics or events. A specific historical period such as the Renaissance or the Middle Ages. The Victorian era is known for its distinctive architecture and fashion. The Middle Ages was an era of feudalism and knights. The current era is often referred to as the digital age. The industrial era saw rapid technological advancements. The post-World War II era saw the rise of globalization. Season as verb. To add flavor or enhance the taste of food by adding salt, spices, or herbs during cooking or before serving. To make something more interesting, exciting, or enjoyable by adding variety or change. He seasoned his stories with humor to keep his audience engaged. The chef seasoned the soup with a pinch of salt and freshly ground pepper. Adding music to the party seasoned the atmosphere and made it livelier. The author seasoned her writing with vivid descriptions to captivate readers. She seasoned the steak with a blend of herbs and spices before grilling it. Minute as adjective. Incredibly precise, meticulous, or exact. To raise a point for discussion or debate. She examined every minute detail of the painting. The tiny spider was almost minute in size. The forensic team discovered minute traces of DNA at the crime scene. The teacher noticed a minute error in the student's paper. He had a minute role in the project and didn't contribute much. Season as noun. A period characterized by a particular activity, event, or set of conditions. Each of the 4 divisions of the year, spring, summer, autumn, and winter, marked by particular weather patterns and daylight hours, resulting from the Earth's changing position relative to the sun. The fall season brings cooler temperatures and colorful foliage. The holiday season is a time for family gatherings and celebrations. During the dry season, wildfires are more likely to occur. Basketball season starts in the winter and ends in the spring. We enjoy going to the beach during the summer season. Age as verb. To grow older, to mature over time, to show signs of wear or deterioration due to time or use. The once vibrant paint had aged and faded, giving the house a weathered appearance. As they age, their priorities and interests may shift. Wine is often aged in barrels to enhance its flavor and complexity. The leather jacket had aged beautifully, developing a rich patina over the years. The old building had aged gracefully, retaining its charm despite decades of use. Level up your English. Master vocabulary, idioms, and phrasal verbs with fun quizzes. Translate meanings into 104 languages. Download now. Link in the description. Please like and subscribe to our channel.